expecting it ready to hand it off to Todd Gurley. Were you surprised when you got the call that you were going to do a rollout pass as opposed to?
Nah, I thought it was a great play call. Obviously, the worst thing that could happen happened, and even though the ball did get tipped, they called intentional grounding. Even if there's no flag, you still got 2 more downs to punch it in from the 4. I think the whole world knows you're going to give it to Todd there. So I think, that little naked there, whether we would have scored or not, sometimes, you don't want to be predictable. So really it's just unfortunate. It was kind of the story of the game. Just everything that could go wrong for us went wrong. So you deal with it.
You didn't waste any time getting rid of the ball. I'm assuming that you've been coached with from Bobo in that situation. I mean, if it's not there, just get rid. Don't waste any time. Let's get
right.
out
So
of it.
What
Get
happened
back to
was, I turned around, I fake tossed the sweep to Todd, and from watching the film, I could have done a little better job of kind of just elongating the toss. And that guy that ended up being in my face was going to be a free guy the whole way. We were just hoping that he would bite on the fake, kind of pinch down the line real hard, and he didn't. And so I turned around and, there really was no kind of good angle to get the ball to Quavon, and there was a guy sitting out there, a corner on Quavon. So I figured instead of trying to throw him a wet, hard ball, just throw it at his feet. Let's play another day, play another down. When I go throw it at the guy, it's off the guy's arm, and they throw a flag for intentional grounding. So the rest was history.
You're in the heat of the game, so you're not thinking this, but how do you think it's funny that this has become the dominant discussion topic for 3 days, that play call and that play?
No, I see why it is because, so many people focus on that play, but, there's so many things to look back on. We had every opportunity in the world before that to win the game, whether it be a penalty on a long run, a couple missed field goals, couple bad reads on my part in the red zone. There's so many opportunities to win that game, and we just didn't capitalize. So there's no way you can just point one finger on one specific play.
You talked after the game about being out of sync with the receiver. Yesterday, Chris Conley was up here talking about the same thing from their standpoint. How do you guys, you and the receivers now, start to see to kind of get that worked out?
That's a good question. We're working on it every single day. I think our biggest miscommunication right now is just in the red zone. I think we're moving the ball. I know statistically it hasn't been very pretty in the past game, but there's still a lot of things. We haven't turned the ball over. We've got a really high completion percentage. And, when you got a great back and you got several great backs, you don't really have to worry. I wouldn't say not throwing for that, 300 yards, so to speak, would be nice, but, you don't have to rely on that pass game. And so we feel like we've been very balanced. And but we're moving the ball, between the 20s and 20s, the red zone, so to speak. We're moving the ball, pretty good. When we get down there, we're just kind of stalling out. And, a lot of that is me. I got to read coverage better. I got to find ways to get the ball to the guys better. And then some of it is, me and my receivers not being on the same page. I'm throwing a ball and expecting the guy to sit, and he's coming out and stuff like that. So, yesterday we worked on red zone on Monday, which we've never really done ever in the previous times here at Georgia. And, we figure if we're going to be down there a lot, let's work on it more. So we'll get it ironed out. A lot of it is just repetition. And, we got better in the pass game from week 1 to week 2, from Clemson to South Carolina, and that was a very hostile environment. We made plays when we had to, converted some 3rd and longs, and so there's a lot of positives. But I firmly believe that this team and this offense is only going to get better. We're going to get more weapons back, and we get some of those other guys back, which is going to complement some of our other guys. And we're going to be able to really throw the ball down the field with Malcolm and Justin and those guys, and we're going to have a great intermediate game and with a phenomenal run game. So, it's unfortunate we couldn't pull that game out. So you'd like to separate yourselves from them and really be sitting pretty. knowing you're getting a lot of guys back and you're going to get even better. But it didn't happen, so we're moving on, and we know from the past that we still have every opportunity to probably win the East. We know South Carolina's got a couple tough games, but as long as we take care of our business, there's a great opportunity we may still be in Atlanta.
You